snap this.
Oh. I didn't know if I was going to snap mine or you're going to snap yours.
You can snap.
We're both snapping.
We can snap. I already snapped.
Snap.
I'll sip, you snap. There it is. Whoa. That shot everywhere.
Oh my God, it went all over.
That's disturbing.
Yep. This is everywhere.
Like an elephant.
Ew, Jesus Christ.
Welcome to WeNeedWrestling, everybody.
It's like a scatter shot. Good. It's all over the microphones,
it's
all over my phone
everywhere.
here, so everyone can hear that. That's me cleaning.
Good. Great. I can smell it over here. What a great energy drink that is.
Awesome.
No, I'm good.
All right.
It's early enough. We're recording early. Hopefully I'll get this out early and blow people's minds. But
let's see. Let's see if we can. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to WeNeedWrestling. I'm DJ. That's Brett.
Hey.
And we're gonna talk some wrestling, I guess.
We sure are.
But I guess before we get into that, how are you, pal? How you doing? How are things?
Good. I'm back to work.
All right. Yeah, try to get a long time off.
Yeah. So that was
bad behavior. No.
That was a bit jarring to my body.
Uh-huh.
Last few days I've been like real tired feeling it, but we're good.
All right.
We're all right, brother.
Good.
I'm good. How are you? What's
I'm
up
good.
with you?
Things good. I'm still working.
Yes, good.
It's been busy. So I haven't been able to do many things outside of working. I watch wrestling, but I haven't been grocery shopping, haven't been doing a lot of things.
How about the other night? I went to the bar, ate chicken wings, drank a Coca-Cola.
Did Nace go with you?
No.
Oh, I saw Nace took pictures of wings.
And he was at our bar.
Oh, okay.
No, I went to the Yosemite Saloon.
Yes, right.
I did that. I went to the grocery store, did my grocery shopping, and I was home by 6:30.
Nice.
That felt great. Oh, it was so good.
Good.
Football's back.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
That's good.
Go fucking Birds.
Why we're recording early, so you can watch your Eagles.
Yeah, go Birds.
Who are they playing now? The Vikings.
Vikings, those bullshit artists. Yeah. Fuck, the Vikings are the worst.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, man.
I like the seductive way with which you're stroking the microphone stand.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't particularly like the way it sounds.
Oh, it doesn't sound good?
No.
Like
now you're eating a sandwich.
All right, good. Sorry, I didn't realize I was stroking.
Yes. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, everybody. Everything's good, man. Watched a bunch of wrestling. We didn't talk as much about what's going to go on in the show more like we normally do.
No.
I did that on purpose so I can shock you with some of the wrestling I watched, and also so we can just roll into news and talk about what we're talking about.
All right.
But now the pleasantries are out of the way. Oh, you know what I did have the other day, dude? We got to talk about this, and I should have talked about this off air, but we're going to talk about it on here.
What'd you have?
Last night I went out to see a friend play some music.
Grab the slushie.
Exactly where I'm going.
Oh, there we are.
So slushy life, dude, hashtag slush fund.
I'm all the way in.
So we had eaten, so we went and grabbed Chinese food from Golden Star on right there.
Sure.
It's delicious. It's on like River Street there, down from the courthouse on the left in like a trailer.
I don't travel that far for my Chinese food.
It was really good though. Like it was excellent. We get it there sometimes. This was really good this time. But like I called and they were like 25 minutes, and I was like, what the fuck kind of world do I live in? The Chinese food's taking 25 minutes. I was like, all right, I got time to waste. Yeah. And by time to waste, I mean I got time to go buy a slushie.
Of course.
So Michelle and I rolled into Wilkes-Barre and went to that Turkey Hill downtown, the big fancy one.
Okay, because
off of Cole Street.
All right, good, because I had a slushie from my Turkey Hill the other night. It was fucking terrible.
Right? I ain't going anywhere near your Turkey Hill, man.
It was so bad.
Your Turkey Hill is giving a bad name to Turkey Hills everywhere.
Like
T Hill. Somebody's got to call T Hill corporate.
I took a sip and I was just then I took a sip of my car and I just went, oh, what a mistake that was. I powered through it though.
So we went into the big fancy one next to the giant car wash that's down there. So they had everything. They had the whole array, all of them ready to roll. Right? And I got Michelle her watermelon because that's what she likes. They only had medium cups. Bit of a disappointment.
It's bullshit.
I probably could have got them from the other side that wasn't the slushy thing.
It's all right.
But I was like, well, it's late at night. It's like 9 o'clock. We'll rock a medium slush.
Yeah.
So I got her watermelon one because she was a watermelon fan. And here's what I did. I've been waiting to do this combo for a while, and I was hesitant about this combo. I'm going to tell you what I did.
Oh boy.
Because you're going to have to do it. Right? So I got the Mad Cola, the Coca-Cola kind of ripoff. It's all ripoff flavors or whatever, but Mad Cola, I think it's called. I did like a quarter of the cup in the Mad Cola.
Okay.
And then I filled the rest of the cup up with the cotton candy.
You're a fucking crazy person.
It was probably the best slushie I've ever had in my entire life.
I wish there was a Turkey Hill right up the road right now.
I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, but I like making weird combos. I like the cotton candy slush. I like the sour apple slush. The one guy at the Turkey Hill told me the cola one was real good. And I was like, well, I want cola, but I want all cola. It's not, whatever. And it didn't look great because it was like blue and brown mixed together, whatever. But because cotton candy one's like a powder blue.
Yeah.
But it was excellent. It was like because this was only a quarter cola. It was just a little bit of cola on the back end, so it was a little bit like a cotton candy flavored. You know what it kind of tasted like? That Coke. What was it like?
Oh yeah, Dreamwave or something.
Whatever the hell that way. It kind of tasted like that a little bit.
All right.
I was in love. I was like, this is I'm gonna have to do the sour apple one to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But this is my combo. It's gonna be cotton candy cola.
I'm down to try that.
It was awesome.
I may take the long way home tonight just to pass out Turkey Hill.
It's a big fancy. It's all lit up. It's crazy Turkey Hill. It's a big time Tea Hill.
I might get gas on my way home, which means if I stop at Sheets,
right, you can get there. They have a lot of good flavors too. They got a lot of strawberry lemonades and all that stuff. But it's like it's the chunkier, it's the grittier slushie, which is still a delicious drink. It's still a delicious treat for everyone.
I'm telling you, the one I had the other night, it was
tough.
Like just a sip, and
that's hard.
What a mistake.
That's hard to ruin slushies.
Oh, it was so fucking
a slushie is a
bad.
delicious, wonderful treat.
Ugh.
I got that. Remember that thing they used to sell on the TV? I've had it forever. I don't use it anymore. But the slushie maker where you freeze the little ice cubes and you put a drink in, you shake it real hard. You shake it.
Yeah.
And then you shake it real hard, and then it makes a slushie.
Yeah.
You shake it real hard. That worked.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some sort of science because you freeze the ice cubes, but the ice cubes are in plastic.
We got to get you a legit slushie machine.
We do. And then it transfers the cold into the drink and it makes it slushified. It works okay.
That's science, brother.
If I'm like Desert Island in need for a slushie and I don't have a way to get to a Turkey Hill.
Okay.
Does Wawa have slushies? Wawa's not a slushy town, is it?
Oh, they have to.
Oh, I don't know.
We should take a ride up there and
Let's see. I don't know that Wawas have a slushie.
Oh, they have to. You're a fucking mini mart. You have a slushie machine.
I don't know. I've never seen a slushie thing in Wawa, but I've never
looked.
Have you ever looked? But I haven't looked
there
either.
You go. See?
Yeah.
You never
that's
looked.
True. Because like if Sheetz has slushies and Wawa doesn't, I mean, my
but those soft pretzels.
That's true. But a soft pretzel and a slushie?
Stop it.
That's going to be fucking...
Stop it right now.
World changing.
How dare you?
But yeah, so
put that out in my head.
I'm sorry you had a bad slushie. I apologize for your pain.
I almost texted you to be like, this sucks.
That sucks. If you text, I would have drove you down a slushie. I was like, where are you going? I'd be like, listen, it's a slushie emergency.
Emergency.
When you're living slush life, you don't want that disappointment.
Yeah.
But slush
don't
life,
go to the Turkey Hill on Carrie Ave for anything.
Never. I won't even. Do they have gas pumps there? Is it like an old school storefront?
Yep.
Never. Not even stepping in. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not ever going there ever again. Not happening.
You're not missing much.
Not happening.
No.
Can't step in there and get a good slushie. You can get fucked. That's how I feel about it. If you have an establishment, I don't care what kind of establishment
when
it
are you
is.
getting a slushie tattoo?
Well, I should. Bowling alley, hairdressers, dentist office, tobacconist, botanist, hair replacement center, church, elementary school,
bud attender,
jail. If you don't have a slushie machine at your location, then you're just not a good business. I don't care what kind of business it is.
So, why haven't you been getting like wine slushies?
I have.
Okay.
I've got them from Honey Hole.
All right.
And the guy down the road by the Turnpike has...
There's one in Kingston that has them.
Well, the carriage shop has alcoholic slushies.
Oh, there you go.
But the Dax is right down the road by the Turnpike. That little mini mart there. He's got the alcoholic slushies too.
Getting them.
They're good. They're good and they're strong. They're very strong.
I'll take your word for it.
But I want a slushie to relax, not a slushie to get all goofed up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, all right.
But occasionally,
I hear you, brother.
Occasionally.
Figured a hot summer day.
They have a pineapple one at the Dax's. It was like a pineapple. It was like an Iron Brew pineapple slushie, and it's pretty good.
That sounds.
They got the taste isn't the best because the alcohol kick to them, but
yeah, that's right.
But I'm not
the taste
opposed.
Sucks because of alcohol,
right? But I'm not opposed. But I don't, slushy guy.
X the fuck up.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm not straight edge in any aspect of my life except for when it comes to slushies. Don't taint the purity of my slushie with your devil juice.
Ex-Dujax.
Yes, right.
All right.
Dujax. Yes, dude, never gonna happen.
Come on.
No.
Come on over to the good side. No, dude, my only vice is gambling.
There you go. So, do you have any wrestling news to talk about, sir? Did anything happen?
Not a fucking lick of it, brother.
All right. That means I'm going to Google Pro Wrestling News. Doop. Pro Wrestling News. I click the news tab. Jade Cargill reportedly expected to leave AEW.
I was going to talk about that later.
Okay, we'll talk about that later, but that's in the news. WWE Tag Team gone from the company.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh,
Grizzled
Young Vets.
Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed. I've never heard those names before in my life.
I think that was their gimmick change.
Oh, that's their indie names?
No, that was they had a gimmick change down in NXT.
Oh, they're not Grizzled Young Vets anymore?
No, they were part of that group with Joe Gacy and The Rock's daughter.
Oh, cool.
They requested their releases a long time ago.
Oh, yeah? Well, good for them.
Never given them, so let that contract run out.
Paul White responds to being linked to the largest performance-enhancing drug operation in U.S. sports.
Too bad we didn't have a friend of ours who had something to say about anabolic steroids.
Investigation in the Biogenesis of America scandal.
Sure.
I don't care. We'll do more drugs. Yeah. That's not... Kid Band is out 2 months with an injury. That's on Fightful. That's like 5 stories down on here.
Don't give an inkling of a shit.
How Billy Corgan made NWA the most laughable wrestling promotion in the world, explained from the Sportster.
Fact.
Bookmark that.
Fact.
Tim Storm wants to work full-time for NWA.
Oh,
okay.
Timmy Storm.
Yeah.
Mama Storm.
Well, should we talk about the PWI 500 here? That's a news segment.
Is it news?
It's news that they did, for whatever reason, put Seth Rollins at number 1.
Yeah, they sure did.
So it's kayfabed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which is weird to me. I don't know that I ever actually realized that it was that. I knew the bios and stuff were, but I guess I never really realized that the rankings were.
I feel like it probably used to be more respectable.
Yeah.
Because in 1997, think about it, 1997.
Yeah.
Who do you think was the number 1 ranked wrestler?
Oh, it should have been Bret Hart, because Bret Hart had the best 1997 out of anybody.
It was not.
No?
Nope.
It wasn't.
Dean Malenko.
Oh, right. It is Dino Machino in 97.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
right.
Dino was number 1.
Okay, very weird.
So right there I go, oh, okay. Yeah, I extensively watched this complete 96 to 97, whatever the voting period was, because I have them all on Blu-ray now.
Sure.
And it's great.
Yes.
Nothing but great matches.
Yeah.
So I look at that and I go, okay, if that was your criteria, then yeah, I could say that for sure. Yeah.
Well, he's in his feud with Jericho as a cruiserweight title on and off.
Dude,
at that
his
point.
Cruiserweight title reign was sick.
Yeah.
Matches with Ultimo.
Right,
and
great, incredible
Ray.
wrestler. I wouldn't have put him at number 1 though.
His matches with Mr. JL.
Yeah.
I think he even has a match with was it Jimmy Graffiti?
Yeah.
Old Jimmy Del Rey.
Right, Jimmy Del Rey. But yeah, Bret Hart has the best. The 97's Bret Hart's here.
But the voting period's weird. I forget what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's not just 97.
Yeah.
It's October of 96
Oh, right,
whatever.
it's this year. And so we're only a little over halfway through the year, really.
Yeah, so I don't...
Okay.
I forget what the period is.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's my point. It's okay, Dean Malenko 97, I'd go, yeah, all right. But now, it's just to get...
I don't...
It's to get people talking and get them outraged. And,
right. And it's to get more interactions on social media, all these dying platforms.
Yeah, they said a clerical error. They left out Naito.
Yeah, that's insane.
Which is hilarious.
And it's cool when people we like or indie people we know are on there. I know OC's in the top 10. That's awesome.
Yeah. I agree. When it's the more indie people that are on there, it's cool.
But if you're kayfabing it and it's based on whatever, then how's Roman not number 1? He has arguably the biggest title in wrestling.
Yeah, I wonder if they look at actually wrestling matches though.
Right, but yeah, exactly. What's their dumb criteria? Because Seth is champion in WWE,
sure,
but it's a made up dumb title.
Yeah, it's the second place belt. It's the Cody belt.
Right, it's the Cody belt. It's the second place belt.
You know, and I know the big thing a lot of people said was, okay, you put out this ranking, and how is Will Ospreay not in your top 10?
Right. Yes.
Did
you see Will Ospreay's tattoo? Did we talk about that?
Yeah. Did you see his response to it this morning when that real number or whatever came out?
Yeah.
And how laughing he was. He's like, oh, man. He's like, how the fuck am I going to tell me, mom?
Yeah.
Oh, Ospreay.
But yeah, weird list to me. I mean, if I'm at the grocery store and I see it on the racks, I might end up just grabbing it.
Do they even put out physical copies of that
on
the racks anymore?
I don't know.
I used to get
Does anybody make magazines anymore?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, go to CVS. There's a ton of magazines.
There you
go. I don't think there's any wrestling magazines anymore.
No.
But I know, I'm pretty sure you can order a physical copy of PWI. Because I remember Broski did when he got ranked number 13 last year. And he's like, I'm the biggest deal on earth. But yeah, it's... I give it a once over and just go, all right, that's what we're doing. That's
is this
PWI.
The 33rd annual. This cover is terrible.
Whew. What's it? That's real bad.
It's real bad.
Yeah, because the top 3 of the Shield.
Yeah. Oh, they are. That's funny. It's still just really, really terrible design and like photo quality.
Yeah. Not great.
Pre-order copy now.
I'm all set.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to see what they're gonna whack me for this thing. $8.
It's not bad.
Nah, whatever. You could buy the digital edition.
Yeah.
Not doing
That's
that.
Most people do. Mm-hmm. Unless you're, a crazy person.
Yeah. Other than Matt Riddle alleging that he was assaulted at the...
I don't even want to touch that.
Yeah. So we'll see where that goes. I think there's a really strong chance that goes to the unemployment line for him. Because he's already trouble.
Something tells me that man's been skiing the fucking Alps. Mm-hmm. Because he's a crazy person.
He is fucking nuts. And not a good person either.
No,
so
he's a
bad human doing bad human things.
He's an actual crazy person.
Yes. So yeah, there's no other news really then. That's it.
No.
Doop, 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 news over.
All right, I like that.
Yeah. I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, all the groundbreaking news happened last week.
Well, that's true. It's been quiet on that.
Right.
Front.
No.
I haven't heard from my Phil Isha, all right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We will rise. Yeah. Expect us.
Yeah. I was gonna make a dumb joke. I'm gonna do it anyway. Bye, Felicia.
Expect us.
I hope Phil's having a good day.
I do too, man.
I hope he's okay. I hope nothing's bothering him. I hope he's not paranoid about anything.
That cool video of him came out gigging himself,
right?
And it's so cool.
I just hope he's okay. I hope he's not paranoid about anything. I hope he's
doing well.
I hope he's not stressed out. I hope he's not fighting anybody. I
can't wait for him to do commentary on like one of those MMA shows and him to bring up something. Yeah. And him to just like. You know, maybe this is my full-time gig now. Who knows?
LVAC Wheeler Yuta got hurt. Maybe they can make the call to Phil. He's free.
Come on. Let's go.
He's free.
Put him under a hood if you want.
Right.
Golden Vampire
all
bookings,
day. Right. Exactly. We'll know exactly who it is.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's get in the ear. Yeah. If only we knew somebody who can get in the ear of somebody who can get in the ear of somebody else.
Speaking of ears,
yes.
Do you want right now to be our Terry Funk moment of the week? Yeah,
let's do it. Last week we waited till the end of the show because I'm a dummy. But let's do it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have it on your phone? You want me on my phone?
Oh, we're doing
no,
phone?
I guess we can just pause because we did listen to it already, so we can just pause. We'll just do a little pause. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. What I will say a hilarious and wonderful Terry Funk moment of the week.
And looking forward to the 15th, the Funker. Oh, Cactus Jack, 1-on-1, me and you. You know I can't stand your flagellating family.
You know what I'm going to do, me and you, April the 15th? I'm going to kill you. That's right. I'm going to kill Cactus Jack. I may get the chair, but I'm going to kill him. No, I'm going to tell you what. I might just torture him, and then I'm going to kill him. No, I may kill him, and then I'm going to torture him. No, I'll tell you what. I'm going to castrate him first, then I'm going to kill him, and then I'm going to torture him. No, whoa, wait a minute. What am I going to do? I'm going to castrate him, kill him, torture him, and then I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to strap him into the bumper of my 55 Buick, and I'm going to pull that son of a bitch down the main street of Philadelphia. That's what I'm going to do. Do you ever look at Cactus Jack? Did you ever look at his face? Oh, what a face he's got. If I had a face like him, I'd have it circumcised. Oh, I am looking so forward to this. Shane Douglas, I've had enough of you and your comments about people that I love and I respect. And Cactus Jack, I've had enough of your body, of your thoughts that you are a wonderful professional wrestler. You actually believe that. Well, I prove to you that I am the man, and I will always be the man. On April the 15th, it's going to be a hot time at the ECW Arena.
All right, there's your Terry Funk moment of the week. Terry, not particularly happy with his old friend Cactus.
No, he wants Cactus's face to get circumcised.
And then a weird thing about Shane Douglas that doesn't make
a random little blurb about Shane.
He just had to get one in there on the franchise.
Yeah, he wants to kill Cactus Jack.
He does. He's going to kill Cactus. He's not only going to kill Cactus Jack, he's going to torture Cactus Jack. He's not only going to kill and torture Cactus Jack.
He might torture and then kill him.
Right.
Who knows?
He's going to strap him to his car. Terry Funk rules. There is your Terry Funk. Terry Funk moments of the week are really easy because everything Terry did was awesome.
There's not a bad thing.
So you just find a cool thing you did and play it.
Terry fucking rules, man.
All right. Terry Funk moment of the week. The news is out of the way.
Let's get into some shit.
Let's talk about the wrestling that we watched this week.
Okay. On Monday Night Raw, I watched a match.
Okay.
It was the Alpha Academy.
Okay.
Teaming up with Tommaso Ciampa.
Tomato Chomper.
Against
Yes.
Imperium.
Okay.
This is a very good six-man tag.
Okay.
The mid-card of Raw, really I should just say the IC title program, has been, I think, good. If you want more IC title talk, go over to Final Wrestling Place last week.
Yep.
Did a nice breakdown of their rankings. I know you're not happy with any of us.
I'm not happy with any of you. Most of you I can forgive. Because a top 3 finish for Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, he's a top 3. He's a top 3.
He is the best.
He's a top 3.
And I read an article about it. I was a little heated, and I was like, what else are other people saying about Honky Tonk Man? And a lot of people, what I consider the reason why he is the best, a lot of people consider him not being the best.
Why?
Because every finish was like a fuck finish and a non-finish.
That's great.
And I was like, no, that's what makes him the best.
Yeah.
He took the workers title and became such a great heel with it, so much so that he didn't even work.
Yeah.
Like, he took a title, and granted, it wasn't quite the workers title yet, but it was getting there. But he took a title that was kind of known for big matches and was like, no, fuck you, I ain't doing shit, and you're going to hate me for it. That's why I think Honky's the best.
I love Honky.
He fundamentally changed what that title was for the time he had it, and literally, I don't know that he had a clean win his entire time, and then loses in the most insane fashion.
The best fashion ever.
So, Honky's my number one.
The most memorable Intercontinental title loss.
Right, absolutely.
Oh, it's so good.
I will allow a top 3 finish for Honky. I will not allow a top 6 finish for Honky.
He's a top 3 man.
He's a top 3 man.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, he's a top 3 guy.
Right. He's a starter man. He's a finisher man.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good little... I like Ciampa with Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
I think it mixes well.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know...
Was he all happy, or was he being like brooding?
No, he's like a little happy Ciampa.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, good that he still has work, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, sure.
Also on Raw, and this kind of ties into something we could have brought up on news.
Endeavor TKO, brother.
Yeah. So And what was apparently Vince McMahon's final hire.
Yes.
Nia Jax is back.
I saw that she was back. That is confirmed like Vince's last.
That's
I mean,
pretty
he's
much
still
what
executive
it was.
chairman or whatever, but.
It wasn't a Trips hire
Yeah.
from what they're saying. That was a Vince call.
Okay.
Nia Jax is back.
She does the Yokozuna squish.
Yeah, she it reminded me of when Mabel did it to Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
When Kevin Nash said, "Don't hurt me. Don't sit on my back. Don't do it." And Mabel just said, "Nah," and did it.
Yep.
So yeah, poor Rhea having to work with that.
Yep.
And then Asuka was like defending Nia Jax online.
Oh.
Kind of, because everybody was saying to her, like, why would you want her back?
Her
After
legacy is hurting people. That's what she
hurt
does.
Kyrie.
Right.
You know, she got in that like weird, awkward fist fight with Charlotte on air that one time.
Right.
She slammed Bailey really hard and hurt her.
Well, she's a bad wrestler.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a personality, and she's a bad wrestler, but she looks.
Oh, but remember she said, "Ow, my hole." That's real funny.
She did say, "Ow, my hole."
But yeah, that was apparently like a Vince deal, which, yes, the Endeavor TKO merger went into effect this week on the stock exchange.
Vince on the stock exchange looking like he's trying to hire Odd Job to kill James Bond.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I got rid of my WWE stock a while ago.
Yeah.
So I'm not an investment part on TKO.
Okay.
You know, some of the things that are getting thrown out there are very funny, I think.
I saw that whoever said, like, we want every UFC fan to be a fan of the WWE, and we want every WWE fan of the UFC.
And see what Dana White said?
Dana White was like, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
He goes, no offense, I love you, but that's seriously one of the dumbest things ever.
Right.
It's like, it's not going to happen. Well, knock it off.
Yeah, so, like, that's a thing that I guess we could have talked about. We can talk about it here briefly. But, like, do you think WWE changes because of this merger? Do you think they try to attract the UFC?
Yeah, absolutely they do.
So here's my question. Really is, do they do to the WWE what Inoki tried to do to New Japan?
No, it's not going to go that far. They are going to, I think, tease like a little bit of a more edgier product to get those UFC fans.
Sure.
They've already talked about how when UFC fighters kind of wrap up their career,
they're going to come over.
They want to have them come over to
Sure.
WWE. Which
I figured that'd be a big thing.
Sucks.
Yep. We're going to get Conor McGregor in WWE before.
I don't even know if Conor McGregor's ever going to fight again.
Are they going to do Brawl for All again? They should do Brawl for All
if
again.
They do that.
They should do Brawl for All again.
Yeah, they said they want to have like a big weekend of SmackDown on Friday, a UFC pay-per-view on Saturday, and then a pay-per-view on a Sunday.
Okay.
And I go, well, that's stupid. Mm-hmm. There's just not enough crossover there.
Not enough money to go around.
Like, listen, okay, I'm one of the rare ones where I like both pro wrestling and MMA.
Sure.
I don't like MMA as much as I used to, just because I feel like it got very watered down and it got oversaturated.
Yeah, you can't purposely punch a guy in the dick anymore.
Yeah, I like the freak fights. I'll watch weirdo shit.
Sure.
Or if I think it's going to be like big names, I'll watch those fights.
Yeah.
But I'm not casually watching like a fight night on a Thursday anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing.
Sure.
Even with wrestling, I don't really watch Raw and SmackDown in full anymore. I just don't. Not for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and we'll bring it up later when we talk about a certain someone with this new merger.
Yeah.
To see like how they're gonna try to market WWE people to try to be more.
Does it affect? It doesn't affect Peacock in any way, right?
No,
because is WWE going to move to like Fight Pass?
So no, but they're still going to have their own TV rights.
Yeah,
but there's the talks that Fox isn't going to renew,
right? And
SmackDown could potentially end up on like Disney or Amazon.
That's weird.
Which is super fucking weird.
Yeah,
but I mean, we're foreshadowing. Look what the Eagles Vikings game is on. Amazon only.
Amazon, yeah.
Thursdays are only on
so
Amazon. So that just right. I kind of hate that that's where the world's going, where everything is just streaming.
Right.
But that's just it is what it is.
Companies are reinventing cable and pretending like it's a real thing.
That's literally it.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that did happen. And Nia Jax, great.
Cool, bro.
I didn't watch Rampage.
Okay.
I only saw results from Rampage. I actually turned Rampage on to watch the other night, and I said, "So I'm not doing this."
Pal, before we get to AEW,
what did you watch? Did you watch NXT?
I watched Impact, Victory Road, because that was from this week.
Did I try to watch that?
It was on New Japan World.
On New Japan World?
It was.
Why?
It was Lio Rush versus Kushida for the X Division title.
That wasn't old?
It said on there, it said from this week.
Oh, maybe it was quick then. Mm-hmm. All right. How was that?
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. It says, let's see if it's still up. From September 8th, 2023.
Okay.
That's
not
that long ago.
I'm surprised that they uploaded it that quick.
Yeah, it was on there. So I watched that. I liked it. Lio wins. It only goes about 10 minutes. The coolest thing about this match is that Kushida, for a good chunk of the match, just reverses everything Lio does into the hoverboard lock.
I love that.
So like Kushida, Lio does a tope, and Kushida catches him as he falls, and he lands in the hoverboard lock.
Okay, I like that.
Lio does a Spanish fly, and when it lands, he's in the hoverboard lock.
I like it. Man, I love Kushida.
And then the referee gets slapped, sort of gets pulled into the middle of them and catches a slap, and while he's temporarily distracted, Lio kicks Kushida in the dick.
The old dick kick.
And then does the finisher from the top. There's enough to
frog splash.
Yeah, enough to lay Kushida out. The referee's not out. It was just like a slap, so he was selling the slap when the dick kick happened. But Kushida Lio Rush, I was like, I'll watch this, and I'll watch this little piece of Impact Wrestling. Apparently, Lio wrestled Kevin Knight the day before.
Okay.
And I didn't watch that. So,
right,
but that was also on New Japan World for whatever reason. So,
because I think they consider Lio Rush part of Chaos.
Oh, okay.
And Kevin Knight is a New Japan guy too.
Yeah. So it was there. I watched it. So yeah. So I watched Impact voluntarily for like the first time in forever.
That surprises me.
Yeah. But all right. AEW.
Yeah. Rampage. Like I said, I didn't watch.
I did.
I only wanted to see results because of that title tournament.
So I don't have anything. I literally just have the matches that happened.
Okay, so Penta beat Jay Lethal.
It was a fine match.
Advance.
Yeah.
And then Samoa beat Jeff Hardy to advance.
Yes, right. I skipped 2.0 versus the Bucks, and I watched Taya, Anna Jay, and the Bunny versus Sheeta, Sky, and Britt. But that is just about where we're at with this division, where it's just now they're only showing the same 6 people over and over again until diminishing returns. But Rampage is. I mean, we were out. We were. What were we doing? Friday we watched Joe Bob.
Yeah.
Saturday we were at Danzig, so we didn't really catch any of this stuff.
Oh, were
live.
we at Danzig?
Yeah, Danzig's fucking off. That's what we should be talking about. Should be
Dude,
Danzig.
I do need that. I need more Danzig.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was like the best show.
We need Twist of Kane, the podcast.
Dude, like, can we do the Danzig cast?
Sure, he'd hate it.
He would fucking want to. I don't know. We like pro wrestling. He likes pro
That's
wrestling.
true. Blue Demon and shit.
Blue Demon and shit.
We have Waltman on because they're buddies.
Yeah. What a weird night that
was.
was.
Waltman wasn't there. I guess Waltman doesn't really live around here anymore, right? He's down south somewhere.
Yeah. What a weird night that was. This is funny. PWI talk. Anthony Bowens didn't make the list. He tweeted, according to the PWI 500, I don't exist.
Are they going to put an apology out for him too?
Yeah. And this is why you don't take it seriously.
Oh, well, and they're just going to say, well, he's with Max Caster. It's the same number because they're a tag team. That's what they're going to say.
Haktui.
I agree.
Collision.
We're colliders. The new face of Collision here. The
new era of Collision.
Right.
I don't know why, and I don't remember this at all, but I just have Roddy Cole package written down.
Okay, well, so it opens with Mox versus Action Andretti.
Oh, yeah, it did.
This is an interesting thing. Mox winning the title isn't what I wanted. I don't think he needed to do it. But I was like, hey, Mox winning, though. I like Mox wrestling. And he can be on there having the belt and, whatever. And, hopefully we get some cool Mox matchups just for the hell of it. But Action Andretti ain't that. So,
no.
So that happened. We get a Roddy promo.
Okay, here I am.
Yes, and they're playing like weird, sad music in the background, which kind of makes the whole thing really.
Well, as Joe said to us last week, he goes, it's kind of unsettling. Like Roddy's sitting in this chair, and Taven and Mike Bennett like sitting beside him with their hands on his knees.
Very weird.
Very weird.
Very weird, but it works.
I'm into it.
Roddy is. coming very close to stealing these shows every time he's on.
Oh, he's so great.
So more on him later for sure.
I have Chris Statlander beating up one of the Renegade's daughters.
It was Robin. It was Robin Renegade.
Robin Renegade.
Yeah.
TOS, terminate on sight. Yeah, Chris Statlander wins.
Sure.
And then she's getting beat down by the Renegade's daughters.
Yes.
And a storm's coming all of a sudden. Not James Storm.
No, thank God for that.
Jade.
Not Tim Storm.
Well, Jade Cargill's back.
Not Quiet Storm. More on him later.
What? Were you watching Noah? Or no? What? Were you watching Gleet? Oh, God. Ew. Next you're going to say Brian XL. Yeah, Jade Cargill's back.
I will never say Brian XL.
You just did. Jade Cargill's back.
Jade's back.
Super fucking
Thank
pumped
God.
that she's back.
Yeah.
She comes in, destroys the Renegade's daughters.
Yo, she crushes the Renegade's daughters.
Yeah, with that pump kick.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yes, absolutely.
Picks Statlander up, shakes the hand, says, nah, bitch.
Yep.
Gives her whatever the finish is.
Jade, very fast action on that Jade.
Well, yeah, because
too.
Statlander's face smacked off the mat, and I go, I see Jade's been in the ring.
Right.
And she walks out with Smart Mark Sterling.
I was very happy, and I explained this to Michelle because the other news about Jade that came out, which I guess we'll talk about here, right? Mm-hmm. But I was excited because, obviously we're the trademark holders on hashtag Hot Goldberg. And she's phenomenal looking. Is like one of the current professional wrestlers in all of wrestling that is like that, oh shit, we've talked about it before. Oh shit, look at this person. They must be someone. So I was happy she's back because I'm an actual fan of Jade. Yes, she needs to get better in the ring.
No doubt.
But I'm an actual, outside of just thinking she's smoked,
awesome.
she's really hot, I'm actually a fan of Jade. So I was like, oh, this is cool. But then I was like, oh, but just coming back for the TBS title again?
Yep.
That's weird. I know it doesn't necessarily fit in, but if you're going to bring her back, she should be in that main title picture because she hasn't done that yet here.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, whatever. She wants after the title that she shouldn't have lost or whatever. But I was like, okay, this is cool. Jade's back. She's a fucking star. She's
great.
A great ambassador for the company. Really, genuinely happy to have her back and to watch her improve because she did get a lot better from when she debuted when she was working with Dragon and all that. That being said, the news comes out this week.
Today
From Fightful, and take that, we got rid of Ryan Satin this week, so
R.I.P. Lion Rat.
So let's see what happens here. But Sean Ross Sapp reports that AEW acknowledges internally that she's going to the WWE.
Yeah.
Which I understand. I get, right? I don't know why Tony Khan, maybe he did. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to assume that he hasn't put up much of a fight. She's, to me, on a list of people in this company, one of the people that I would really not want to see leave.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not because she's great in the ring. And does she fit a WWE style better? Probably. I don't think she'll like their travel schedule if she's going.
It's going to be big.
Jade likes her social gatherings and her vacations and everything.
Her personal home life with her daughter.
She likes all that kind of stuff. And, this is AEW 1 to 2 nights a week to WWE is 4 to 5 to 6 nights a week. But maybe she'll work out a deal. I don't know. Will she get better in WWE with that ring time? Maybe, hopefully, if she's going there. And she's probably more of a WWE kind of thing, more flash than, more sizzle than steak.
I'm so happy you said that. Should have put a little more syrup on that flapjack.
That's right.
Fucking guy.
Yeah, she is much more syrup, much less flapjack.
She should be more slapjack.
That's true. She should be white jack. She should be careful. But
oh my, it's on like neck bones, sucker.
So, but I will be sad to see her go,
but you'll love to watch her leave.
Well, yeah, but I think even outside of the ring in AEW, and she's not great, right? And looking at her in this little bit she was, maybe she's decided she doesn't want to be the wrestler that everyone wants her to be, and the wrestler that you kind of quote unquote need to be in AEW, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to be because we'll talk about Britt Baker later. But maybe she decided, I don't want to become this technical wrestler. I don't want to do these things. I want to be, sort of a more of a WWE style diva, which I understand.
Yeah.
And I understand WWE's want. I think Tony should put up more of a fight for her, not just because of her presence on TV, but because of her work outside the ring. If you send her to an event, people are going to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you send her on TV to talk about AEW, people are going to talk about it because she is this figure where you're like, oh shit.
She's a big attraction.
Look at this lady. Like, this is what they have? Like, this is crazy. I don't know that there's a wrestler that's really like that has her presence.
Yeah.
Because she just walks in a room and the record scratches. But she goes, you know, I'm a fan. I'll be sad to not see her on TV. Hopefully she keeps her Instagram. But I get it. But like Tony Khan needs to fight for his wrestlers a little more, or at least publicly a little more.
Well,
the public perception of it needs to be better.
And it was weird because that interview came out just last week where she's saying, I don't want to be anywhere else other than AEW.
And Sean Ross Sapp's been fucking wrong before, so who knows?
No doubt. You know, and then this comes out where they're just like, oh yeah, she's done. She's wrapping up.
She doesn't want to be. But if the paychecks are way off, I mean, then you know what I mean? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, but
and I said to you today when we were talking about it a little bit, WWE has a lot more women in ring that can fucking
absolutely
go.
Right.
Your Becky Lynch's, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Asuka. That's just a name 5.
Sadly, AEW's women's division, for whatever it is at the head, and she makes it very clear that she's the top and she's the head and she's the figure of it all, like the figurehead of it. In Britt Baker is not a good wrestler.
No.
So, you know, that can hinder Jade in getting better if she even wants to. My bigger concern, too, rolling into all of this, and it's my perception, and it's probably a lot of people's perception, because we don't know. Tony Khan keeps his stuff a little tight-lipped. But, like, I would be very careful if I was Tony Khan, and at least publicly fight for these people a little more, so that the perception of AEW doesn't become, we are just an unaffiliated farm team for the WWE.
Yeah.
Because everybody, the Bucks are like, well, we're going to go to WWE if you don't pay us more. And Cody leaves. And Max is doing that gimmick. It was, and brings it up every now and then. And, you know, you have your guys who aren't going to go back. But we talk about this all the time. You have a lot of young people that have never been there that want to be on a WrestleMania.
They'll test the water.
And WWE is going to be willing to buy them. And they're going to have probably bigger bankroll than ever with this merger.
Well, they're going to be making a lot of pay cuts now.
Yeah.
A lot of jobs are going to get torched now.
If Jungle Boy causes enough shit and he leaves and he goes to WWE, and then Ricky Starks, if any other Cody guys like Ricky Starks go, AEW can get the perception of being WWE's unaffiliated farm team. And I think that's dangerous. It's not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I want Tony Khan to show the world that he's not just letting people walk away who are stars. You know, let Brian Pillman fucking go all day.
Yeah.
But, like, Jade is someone that I would at least publicly try and fight to keep.
Yeah. There's not many, but
There's not many. There's not many.
I could see that.
She's one of them. And there's not many because he doesn't have to worry about Mox. He doesn't have to worry about Eddie. He doesn't have to worry about Takeshita. You know, he doesn't have to worry about, not that they're giant stars, but he doesn't worry about 2.0, you know, or any of those kind of guys. But he does have to worry about Sammy and Ricky Starks.
Sammy a big star, though?
No, but they fucking want him to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Ricky Starks, I'd be
Ricky Starks. You know, they could come calling for Big Bill again. Brian Cage is always sniffed around. And not that they're big stars, but even then, you don't want your locker room bleeding out to these guys. You want to be like, listen, we are a legitimate competitor here.
Sure.
And I just think Jade would be a huge hit. But we'll see. I don't know. I want Tony Khan to fight for fucking something in his life.
Aww.
Maybe that's what it is.
But he's just a scared little boy. That's all. He's scared for his life.
That is true.
Everything's sunshine and rainbows in Tony Khan's world.
In his Nehru jacket.
Fucking wuss.
What else we got? We got
Eddie and Claudio.
The Outcasts are mad at Tony, which is weird because she comes out to the Outcast music later. I think that's a mistake.
Was that on the show?
I don't know. Wherever she was that on
I thought that was
Rampage?
on Dynamite.
Maybe it's on Dynamite. I don't know. But either way, she comes out to Outcast music, but then Outcasts don't like her. I don't understand.
I think that was on Dynamite.
That's fine.
So, yeah. Eddie and Claudio have their sit-down interview.
With Schiavone.
Which was fucking great.
It was awesome.
I love, finally Claudio at the end just being like, yeah, I remember why you're mad at me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't respect you. And you're going to shake my hand and tell me you respect me.
Right.
And Eddie is just getting so mad. You do remember, you scumbag,
Yeah.
you know?
That's because he said in the beginning he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
And then Eddie's like, you wouldn't do business on your way out. And,
Yep.
Yep.
So that's official for Dynamite
It's all
on
on the
Wednesday.
line.
Eddie versus Claudio, title versus title.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Yep.
I have written here Bullet Club Gold against Aerosword, Drago, and Gravity.
I got nothing about this match.
I fell asleep watching it.
I watched it. I just couldn't tell you anything about it.
I did like that Juice Robinson is the Collision Cowboy of the month.
Yes, absolutely.
That makes me very happy.
Yes.
I have written down here that there was a Dark Order promo that was kind of like a bit of a throwback to the beginning of
They're
Dark
going back
Order.
to that recruit style kind
All right.
of thing. I like it.
Why not?
Yeah, let's try and
Try to do a little
like,
something.
enough time has passed. Let's try and make the Dark Order a thing.
As our friend Mike said, Alex Reynolds looks like Laszlo Cravensworth.
Oh no. We also had a Lana promo where she said that Miro not only lost himself in these last couple of months, but he's also lost her. So that's a big
How would you want to lose former WWE superstar CJ Lana Perry?
right. That's a huge mistake.
Next I have here is
And Helico versus Ray Phoenix.
nope, didn't write it down.
Okay. I wrote
Thought it was okay.
I wrote it
at
down because we
best.
did this. This is us.
What do we do?
This is Tony Khan. We talked about it in Helico last week.
Oh, we did.
We did, and this
See?
is why he's on TV this week for the first
All
time
right.
in months.
It's so fucking weird. When Dark was running and Halco was getting some singles matches,
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's not bad.
Yeah, he looked good.
You know, his gear sucks and he has a weird dance, but
Yes,
it's
right.
not bad.
Correct.
Roderick Strong versus Darby Allin.
Yes.
This is one of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament qualifier killer something. Yeah. Roddy Strong, Darby Allin. This fucking rocked, dude.
Yeah. Well, so Luchasaurus beats up Darby before the match.
How cool was that?
Yeah.
And him just torture acting Darby and Christian talking shit to Darby's face
Yep.
was so cool.
Yeah.
Roderick Strong and Darby, every time Roddy hit him with a backbreaker, I thought he was
Yeah.
going to actually break his back.
Yeah.
And then the spot that kind of went viral this weekend was him hitting that backbreaker on the top turnbuckle and Darby doing the flip bump out of the ring and he hits the apron on the way down.
Yep.
Fucking looked like he killed
Yeah,
him,
great.
dude.
It was awesome.
I love this. I thought this match was fucking fantastic. Roderick Strong, dude, he man, does he rule.
Roddy's doing good business.
Yeah, Roddy wins.
Yes.
This was awesome.
And we get a little Nick Wayne AR Fox drama on the outside or whatever.
Yeah, because Nick Wayne doesn't want AR Fox anywhere around.
Right.
Rightfully so, because you almost killed the kid.
Absolutely. He bled out all his blood that night.
American Dragon Brian Danielson comes to the
Yes.
ring. You know, he just starts
Sad.
Yeah, it makes me real bummed out because I think it's more of a reality. You know, said when his daughter turned 7 that he's done. And this makes me real bummed out because she's
not a young
6.
man, right.
No, he's not, but goddamn, I love him so much. And he promises people this next year is like going to be insane.
And I saw
And
a
the
thing-
craziest year of his career.
I saw a thing today that said, like, you know, also the injuries are piling up and harder to recover from.
Of course.
And he said that, like, he was hurt and then he came back. And then he did the Iron Man with MJF where he didn't tell everybody, but he was banged up then. And then he wrestles Okada and breaks his arm. And, like, he's like, I've been having to do a lot of smoke and mirrors for longer than people think in these matches. So
You see what he said about him breaking his arm against Okada? He goes, I'm more satisfied that way. And they're like, why? And he said, because it made me work harder, made me think more. It's like, dude, he's a different fucking
he'll
breed.
never actually be able to leave wrestling.
No, he's a guy that is going to stay forever. But I don't know. He's a big family guy. So,
Yeah, well.
and he announces his first thing, October 1st, Dreamwave. He wants Zack Sabre Jr.
Wrestle Dream.
Wrestle Dream. I keep calling it Dreamwave
Yes.
for some fucking reason. I don't know why. What is Dreamwave? I think it was a Japanese wrestling show.
Okay.
Wrestle Dream,
Yes.
him, Zack Sabre Jr. Brother,
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
cannot fucking wait.
For sure.
And then out comes Ricky Starks.
Yes.
And he just starts running down Danielson saying, I never tapped out.
tap, right.
And,
Yep.
You know, Danielson says, well, if you would shut up for a minute, I was going to talk about how much I respect you.
Right.
And looks to go, shirt him up, brother, with the BCC shirt.
Right.
And Big Bill starts beating the tar out of Danielson. And when Starks rips Big Bill off of Danielson, you're going, Don't we go and just put the boots to Danielson? What a fucking good heel.
Yes.
Moxley makes the save.
Mox jumps so hard on the Big Bill's back.
Crazy.
That Bill almost goes over the top rope.
Yeah, makes the save. They both end up getting beaten down. Danielson gets choked out with the shirt. Kind of weird dynamic going on with the Blackpool Combat Club right now.
Yeah?
They're kind of a little babyface.
Yeah, I mean, they were always cheered, so...
But they've been doing some dastardly shit.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And they're kind of getting...
So the wise man once said there's no faces and heels in AEW.
Wow. Oh, God.
And the thing is that they will be treated that way from feud to feud. Because those guys aren't going to be booed, but, like, Mox could probably be booed against... Kingston, Mox was booed against Orange Cassidy, but it's opponent to opponent, and that's because they're just they're too beloved of wrestlers across the board,
and that's what it is. It's such a group that's so loved.
Yeah.
And then you get the main event: Samoa Joe versus Penta. Hey, remember when people said like Samoa Joe should stop wrestling? And
People said that?
Samoa Joe was like washed it or whatever, you know?
People said that?
Remember when people did that?
No, I don't remember that.
People did that.
That's weird.
Hey.
That's weird because Samoa Joe is arguably like the top 5 professional wrestler in the world right now.
Samoa Joe, when he did the walk away from Penta on the dive through the table, was one of the smoothest, slickest things I've ever seen.
Yep.
I loved Kevin Kelly on this when he said something about, the statistical advantage is that if you get Samoa Joe past 13 minutes, like he loses more than he wins. And JR was just like, no shit, he's big.
Yeah,
yeah, of course that's going to happen.
Yep.
The longer it goes, he's going to run out of wind.
Right.
But yeah, I thought this match was very
this match
good
was
too.
Good. Joe rules, Joe wins.
Joe beats Penta. So we're going to the finals of Dynamite.
Yes, that's awesome. Yes, Dynamite.
Yeah.
The final AEW show
Yes.
of our wrestling week.
Of the week. John Moxley kicking it off in his hometown of Cincinnati.
Yes.
Going up against Big Bill.
Wearing orange and black.
Yeah?
Not Bengals colors. Taz had him first, he claims.
Well, but I digress.
Yeah.
I love Taz so much.
Yes. Hilarious.
So Moxley and Big Bill, they're apparently real life good friends.
Yeah, they said they were roommates on commentary one point. That's funny.
I thought this match was great.
I like this match a lot.
You know?
Yeah.
Mox bled like a motherfucker.
I really like this match. He bled all over. Big Bill did his job.
You see what Big Bill did with Moxley's blood?
No.
So it must have been...
Is he wearing it in a vial around his neck?
He should. Apparently this was
Did
like...
he write dye on his chest?
I wish. This might be better. He took Moxley's blood, put it on his lips like lipstick,
Okay.
and did like a fancy girl pose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Bill.
All right, Big Bill.
I'm a Big Bill guy now, all right?
Yeah, no, I've
Ever
liked...
since I saw Rip Heaters in AC, I've been a big
liked his
fan.
AEW stuff because, like, Big Bill can kind of go. Like, you know, I'm not saying he's Kenny Omega here.
No.
But, like, he knows he's super mobile as a big man.
And I like the comeback story.
Right.
It's nice.
And, like, he looks great. And he just does big guy stuff here. And I like that. And Mox works around the big guy stuff. I like that.
Yeah. And this is where, obviously Moxley wins. He gets jumped by Starks afterwards.
Yeah.
Danielson runs down mid-match to stop Ricky Starks. They get in a big brawl. But here's after the match where Starks and Bill get the advantage.
Yeah.
And then Claudio comes running out. And, you're getting cheers, which I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
But then that's where I go, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because whenever it's Claudio up against Eddie, he's getting booed out of the building.
Right. And he's going to continue to get booed out of the building.
He sure will. Next, we have the Alpha.
Well, so we had Renee with Roddy backstage. Very briefly. Roddy's trying with all his might to steal these shows.
Yeah.
But yes, the Alpha, Takeshita.
Yes, the new Alpha.
Yes. Callis is a better Alpha than Jericho was.
I do enjoy these paintings.
Yes.
This one had Ibushi begging for his life where Takeshi's about to stab him.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So weird. I guess this means Ibushi's there long-term-ish, huh?
And I guess it means Ibushi's going to get beheaded, I guess.
Right, I guess
don't
so.
know.
Hopefully he hits the gym and looks a little better.
Yeah, I hope so. backstage, BCC's cutting a promo.
Yeah.
Moxley's hilarious, putting a sweatshirt on all bloody and just looks disheveled.
Yes.
This is where Ray Phoenix and Penta come up yelling at them. And in the background...
Yeah, so it's Starks and Bill versus Dragon and Claudio next week.
Yeah.
And then through a cloud...
It's not next week, it's on Collision.
Oh, Collision. Through a haze of luchadors.
Yes.
The luchadors come in screaming.
Yeah. And then in the back, you just see...
As they recede.
Eddie and Claudio staring at each other.
Yes.
And it's so fucking good.
Yep.
And the crowd's chanting for Eddie.
Yep.
And Eddie just says, one more week, and
Right.
starts laughing.
Yep.
God
I love that visual. It's just like a cloud of people, and then as they back away,
Yeah.
Eddie's there all angry.
Oh, it's so cool.
And was he wearing an Oakland A's?
Sure was.
Was it Mark McGuire?
No, it should be.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy and Hook have a little, like, promo together.
Renee's going to interview Hook, and I was like, at first I was like, oh no, is OC going after the FTW title? Please don't do that to him.
Listen, I like Hook, but I don't know.
But he just asked why Hook's so mad because he still has a title belt. So OC's sad.
He's a sad man.
OC's a sad boy.
Hook just looks at him and says, I respect your run.
Yeah.
And they fist bump.
Yep.
Are we going to get Hook and OC as a
I don't know.
tag team? They're both orange.
Why not?
Taz approves.
Oh, that's true. But then OC just says he can't wrestle because he's still so tired.
Yeah, he's so tired.
Yeah.
Here's the women's four-way.
Yep.
Listen, Tony Storm
is the MVP
is
of
like
this division.
one of the best things going on television right now.
Her the let me say advancements, the technological advancements, innovation and invention she has done to her ring wrestling gear over the last couple of weeks needs to be studied and applauded.
Yes. Tony Storm
versus Sheeta versus Nyla versus
when
Britt.
Tony looks out at the crowd and there's signs for like the shoe section and shit, and there's signs saying "Watch for the shoe."
Yeah,
she does that thing where she puts her hand on her chest and she's so flattered.
Yes,
Tony Storm rules. This match
she comes out here.
This
to the
match does
Outcast
not
music.
rule.
No,
this match sucks.
Yeah, the end was great. I thought the roll up that Tony does at the end was really good.
Yeah,
but like Sheeta's caught in this whirlwind of shit. Britt looks terrible.
Yeah,
Britt messes up her stomp.
Nyla's just there.
Like I just don't get it. I like everybody in this match normally, and like when this happened, I was like, oh, this could be cool. It was just rough.
It's bad.
So yeah, really
bad.
confusing, but good for Tony winning. Again, she comes out to the Outcast music, but
yeah,
they're mad at her. She's maybe not.
She had
in the
she had her own music at All In.
Yeah,
so
very weird. Probably just a mistake.
Yeah,
like putting long on all your cards.
Yeah, they talked about that on the Major podcast. Yeah. Oh, I felt so bad for Mark. He's like, yeah, it's like my rookie card.
Oh, is that his first? He didn't have a card in the first set?
No.
That's funny.
He's real bummed.
Everybody has it, though. It's not just him.
I know.
Because I saw one today with somebody, it was just a first name person, and it said long.
Oh,
so
what a fuck up.
Yep.
So, yeah, Tony versus Saraya next week. I really hope Tony wins the belt.
Saraya had her moment.
Yeah, no more noodle neck.
Walk her away. She did just terrible.
Yeah, I hope Tony throws a shoe at her.
And we do get a little bit of Sheeta Britt heat. Like they do a little pushy shovey. But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We've already seen this, though.
Yes.
Like, I don't care. Jericho and Sammy have their little stroll down memory lane.
Jericho and Sammy have their MJF Adam Cole moment.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then Jericho gets dead serious with him at the end.
Okay. I'm not. Are you interested in this program at all?
No.
Like
I just don't care.
Right. I just don't give a shit.
I just really don't.
Right.
MJF does his Steiner Math promo. Great.
Yeah. So everybody was talking about this and how great it was, and I was like, Max isn't Scott Steiner. He wishes.
Yeah.
He wishes.
I mean, I wish I was Scott Steiner.
Right. But, like, I was just like, okay, like, isn't this a guy that, like, yells about all internet marks and stuff, and then he cuts a promo that's, like, the biggest internet marky thing? I don't know. Okay. We hinted to it because last week because you kept calling him fat and everything, and it's Samoa Joe, but, like, I don't need anybody to do Steiner Math because Steiner Math lives on in my heart.
That was a one-time only thing.
Yeah, right.
Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage. I thought this was very good.
I thought it was really good, yeah.
Hangman gets the win.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve comes out during it. Prince dude, that dance is starting to go a little viral now.
Is it?
Yes. Because Nana's making it go viral.
Good.
So Nana doing his dance. Swerve comes out. He's standing on the stage. Hangman ends up beating Brian Cage, but I did think Cage looked good.
Yeah, I got mad at this because it's changing my opinion on both of these guys. Because I like this match. I thought Cage
was
looked
good.
really good. I thought the German he pulls from standing on the second rope with Hangman on the apron up and over was awesome.
Yeah.
I liked the I like Swerve coming out, even though this is like the second time or whatever they do on the show with the little interruptions, or the first time and the second time's coming. But yeah, second time's next. But yeah, I liked the Nana dance. I thought they both looked really good in this match. I think Hangman Swerve is going to be fucking great.
Yeah, and it's going to happen at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, I like What Up Turd.
Yeah, that's...
And then I really liked, again, going to praise granted the Young Bucks didn't have anything necessarily to make this good, but Nana's in the ring dancing and celebrating, and the Bucks get in the ring, and Nana's back is turned and he's dancing.
And the one Buck is doing the dance.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Nana turns around and eats a super kick.
Yeah.
I always like that bit in wrestling.
Yeah.
It's a very common thing.
It's funny.
You know, where you feel the guy's bigger than you and you bump into him, cartoon thing,
Nana's
whatever.
a fun guy.
But Nana rules, so he made this work.
And apparently he got a contract extension.
Good for him. Nana's awesome.
Darby Allin and Nick Wayne
Yes.
going up against 2.0.
Yeah, well, and Garcia almost gets recruited by Callis.
Oh, yeah, but then he does the hump door, the hump
and I guess they're doing
thing.
people are doing that in football now.
Yeah, so he did it after there was a sack in the NFL, so we did the hump
I'm
dance.
gonna throw out a fucking knee on AstroTurf doing that. That's how Aaron Rodgers blew his Achilles. He's doing the Garcia dance.
That's what it was. Not his darkness retreat.
Right.
Should have hit the weight room instead of the
Right,
cave.
not the ayahuasca in
fucking weirdo.
Right, in a leather tent in the middle of Nairobi desert.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy that rehabilitation.
Right. Imagine all the conspiracy theories you can think of now.
I'm sure. Yeah. So Daddy Magic is getting big chance during this.
He is.
Cincinnati's a Daddy Magic town.
True.
Very happy
Every
about
town
that.
is a Daddy Magic town.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I thought this was okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
I actually thought Christian coming out was a distraction from this match.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, Christian saying, "You beat me at the pay-per-view because I didn't have my regular partner," which everybody was like, "Oh shit, that means Edge is coming."
Yeah.
But he was just referring to Luchasaurus.
Right. And also, I do like that he said that your mom doesn't post enough bikini pics.
Yeah. So he slid in the DMs to ask
Right.
for some more. What a menace. Oh, Christian.
insane.
I love Christian Cage. And then, main event.
Joe Roddy.
Samoa Joe versus Roderick Strong.
Yes.
The winner goes on to face MJF. Samoa Joe gets the W. I thought this was pretty good.
Joe is one of the most fun guys to watch for me, just because of the little things that he does. The lariat counter was great, where Roddy's like up in the air and Joe just nails him.
Yeah.
And he always just does like one or two little things in these matches that like nobody else does, right? So like the walking away from the dives,
Love it.
like, and with Penta, I think in the Penta match when Collision he did it like Penta dove onto him. He didn't walk away in time, but then the table spot he does walk away.
Yeah.
Like he does like little things like that walk away spot in every match. That you're just like, oh, that's really cool. That's a smart thing that nobody else is doing.
Yeah.
Joe is just a phenomenal wrestler, and Roddy's great. Roddy's living this gimmick. Roddy's is also a great wrestler that we're finally getting to see a little bit of. I don't know where this is going to go because he loses.
Well, yeah, so he loses. Samoa Joe, cuts a promo afterwards, again calling Max Kid, says that he's going to seriously hurt him.
Yeah.
He walks up the ramp and leaves. Roddy's in the ring, kind of like pushing away Taven and Bennett a little bit.
Yeah.
Until he turns around and sees Adam Cole.
Right.
The best just grabs his neck and fucking takes a bump.
Right.
Oh, it's so good.
And then he gets backboarded out.
All screaming, Adam! Adam!
So funny.
I loved this.
Yeah. And then Joe, in one of the most psychotic moments, looking into the camera screaming while he chokes Adam Cole out on the top of the ramp.
Listen, this isn't the first time he's choked out Adam Cole on television. Did it in NXT.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Insane. Great moment.
Incredible.
For sure. Yeah,
man.
Joe rules. For sure.
So you're gonna get Joe Max at Grand
Which we
Slam.
know.
Yeah,
Right. It's the right move.
Grand Slam doing a buy one get one ticket deal.
Yeah, well,
that's what happens when you up your ticket prices
Right.
for no fucking reason.
Exactly.
Remember the first Grand Slam had Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like they're running the same TV. Their TV isn't expanding. Like they're not in Arthur. They're only in Arthur Ashe once a year.
Yeah.
But they're in New Jersey and New York 9 times a year.
Sure.
So people are already traveling. People are seeing your shows.
Yeah. And when it's that expensive and all these big shows all within like a couple weeks of each other.
And friend of the show Jenna said that they were buying. They got tickets for Collision on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. And then went to buy tickets for Wrestle Dream.
And it's probably so expensive.
It was triple the price for the same seat.
That's so crazy.
Right.
Like,
so they were like, why am I going to go?
The fucking, like, dude, listen, there was what, like 2,700 tickets sold at that show last night for Cincinnati? Said the last time they were there was 4,500.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
You're losing 2,000 people. Right. That's not great.
The buildings are too big. The tickets are too expensive.
Yeah. Not good optics.
Right. Not great. And again, I don't really care. Like, if Tony Khan's not panicking about it, I'm not panicking about it, because I don't fucking know what they need to sell to make even and all that kind of shit. But I do know that your prices are getting a little crazy.
I also want like these wrestlers to be wrestling in front of like full buildings.
Right.
Though,
Yeah, right. I just think they need to be in smaller buildings.
Yeah.
But like when I look at ticket prices and like shows that we were going to, and I'm like, the same seats we're in are now over $100.
It's crazy.
I'm not paying $100 to sit in the stadium seating of an arena. It's
not doing it.
Not what I'm doing.
Not gonna do it.
So
yeah, me neither, brother. But yeah, that is it for
America this side of the world.
I guess we're gonna go to Japan, and I'm a little intrigued.
Are you
to see what you watched?
All right, well,
pack your bag.
We're going. All right, I promise. All right, we're here. Look at us.
All right, we're in Japan.
We made it. We made it safe and sound.
So I have a total of 4 shows over 3 different promotions.
Holy shit! Okay. That's 1 promotion. That's 3 shows. That's a 2nd promotion at 1 show. That's a 3rd promotion with 2 shows. That's a 4th promotion. That's a 5th promotion.
What the fuck did you watch?
So, where do you want to? You want me? I'm starting this off.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay, we'll start. 1 second. I'm working on it. I'm very excited to be able to do this for the first time on this show. I watched Glee.
I'm upset because I didn't.
I thought for sure you would.
No.
So I only watched the main event of their most recent show.
Okay. Was it Glee number 58?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But this was the Lumberjack Whipping 9-man tag team 3-way match.
Okay.
Okay. It was Bulk Orchestra.
I know Bulk Orchestra.
Just Kazuma Sakamoto, Quiet Storm, and Ryuichi Kawakami.
Okay.
Versus Black Generation International, just Hartley Jackson, Keiichi Sato, and Kotaro Suzuki. Mm-hmm. Versus Strong Hearts of El Lindemann, Lindemann Mania Running Wild.
Yeah.
T-Hawk.
Okay.
And not in Strong Hearts, but I seem to be affiliated, Junji.
Okay.
Who's a man with a painted face that I liked.
Man with a painted face.
So do you know what happens, Brett, in a Lumberjack Whipping 9-man tag team 3-way match?
I assume the Lumberjacks have whips.
The Lumberjacks were a seeming to be, I don't know much about Glee, but seeming to be another group within Glee.
Okay.
One, and including a lady. There was, that's a lady. And they all had, like, flails. It was like the little leather hand ones with like, it was like 6 strips on the end.
We're flogging now.
And
what a horny promotion.
When you got thrown out of the ring, you got whipped.
Okay.
By like 5 people.
I mean, sure.
So at one point, Lindemann gets thrown out, and the whole thing is like they're fighting not to get thrown out and whatever. Lindemann gets thrown out, and at one point, someone's just whipping him in the taint. His legs are in the air, and they're just hitting him in the taint with the whips.
Ow.
T-Hawk gets whipped and gets real mad and steals a whip and chases the guy who was whipping him around the ring.
So that's my boy.
This big guy, Hartley Jackson, big like white guy, no-sells the whipping until he gets whipped by the lady.
That is, hey, you got to sell, brother.
Right. So that was silly. This match is a weird 3-way tag team match. So 3 guys are in the ring at all times from different teams. It's very weird, a little hard to follow, not knowing a ton about GLEAT. It's fun. The Bulk Orchestra wins. Kazuma Sakamoto tricks somebody into a roll up. Junji takes the pin. And they're just whipping. It just becomes this just weird. Nobody's even watching in the ring. The camera is just watching people get whipped on the outside.
That's where my eyes would be.
But it goes about 17 minutes, and it was very, very interesting to watch GLEAT. And I was like, oh well, this sounds really interesting. So
no GLEAT for me this week.
That's a shame.
GLEAT.
That's it for GLEAT coverage. There will be no heat up coverage. Get a bump for time.
Listen,
so
I make time for a lot of things.
Yeah, maybe next week, Ed.
Probably not.
Maybe next week. I also watched DDT. Did you watch any DDT?
I watched a match from DDT.
Okay.
From DDT Big Bang 2023.
I watched 2 matches.
Okay.
The one there isn't much to talk about is 3-7 Kamina versus Daisuke Sasaki and Takeshita.
Did not watch that.
It was okay. I don't like Daisuke Sasaki. I don't get him.
No?
No, I don't understand it.
He's the one with like the goatee and the long hair?
Yeah, and he wears eye makeup.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
All right.
But I did watch Brooks versus Shigehiro Irie.
I also watched
Super
this,
excited to watch this match.
Lots of chops and slaps.
Yes. I would say, I think Brooks, and again, noted long-term fan that I am.
You've been down since day one-ish.
Right. I really admire his shoulder apparatus.
Day one is H.
I think Brooks is like the best gaijin not named Osprey right now.
He's really good, man.
He's very good. He's very good. He's doing a good job with this title. Irie comes out looking like steampunk Power Warrior.
What a description.
Right, it's what he looked like.
You're not wrong.
So Brooks almost gets counted out as a KO during this match. He hits him with like 2 J drillers essentially. I don't know what he calls his finish for the end. Doesn't have to turn that the J driller did, but it's close enough. But the most important thing for me in this match, and I don't know if it is for you, but Chris Brooks jumps off the apron through a table with a pile driver to Irie, and it is insane.
It's gross.
Super gross. And Brooks is a very tall man.
He's a big dude.
He's a tall guy. He's a little lanky, but he's a tall guy.
Yeah, he's a
but
tall drink of
he's
water.
a very good DDT champion. I like watching him wrestle.
I do
comes
too.
out to the cramps.
He sure does.
And this was like, when I saw this, I was like, I'm going to watch the Brooks title matches.
Yeah, I like Chris Brooks.
Yeah, I like Chris Brooks a lot. So,
all right, good.
That's cool. Did you? Okay, so I said I was 2 promotions ahead of you. Did you watch? You didn't watch anything from Tokyo Joshi Pro?
I did not.
Oh, I did. I watched from TJP Circuit City 23 First Attack on Hiroshima, which by my math isn't, but whatever. So, a question about if you've noticed this in the Wrestle Universe app. So when I brought this up, I was able to click on a menu in the video, and the matches were all broken down into chapters.
I did not notice
Crazy. I don't know how long they've been doing it. I don't know if everybody does it, but not when you take it out to put it on your Chromecast. But when you're just playing it on your phone from the video, there was a little chapters button in the bottom left corner, and all the matches were broken out. So I was able to just go, that's the match I want.
That's a hot little tip, my friend.
I hope they do that to all of them.
Yeah.
Like, New Japan's got a lot of fucking work to do. We didn't talk about that. They're going to have an app soon.
Sure. And
we'll talk about it when they fucking have it.
They're going to raise the price on New Japan World.
Right. But if this is what Wrestle Universe is doing, it's leaps and bounds.
I never noticed that.
Me either.
We'll have to fuck around with that later.
But I watched the 3-way tag team match of Free Wi-Fi of Hikari Noah and Nao Kakuta versus Koruraku Kiyome of Hyper Masao and Shoko Nakajima and Palm, Harajuku, and Raku. It goes about 12 minutes. People said this match was really good. This match is okay. but I just wanted to mention Hyper Misao on the show because I love Hyper Misao.
Hyper Misao.
Hyper Misao all the way. And I like her teaming with Shoko Nakajima. That's fun.
Shoko's awesome.
Yeah.
Shoko's coming over to the U.S.
Yeah, so
a real bum that's not going to be anywhere near us.
Bummer. But yeah, that was I watched from Tokyo. I was excited. The show happened and then it wasn't up, and I was like, am I going crazy that it's not up on the Wrestle Universe? And then it showed up like last night or the night before. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna put this on here.
Sweet.
But again, whatever. I just wanted to mention that. Oh, also, wait, there's another promotion that I missed. Did you watch anything from All Japan?
No.
Okay. I watched, again, because everyone was talking about how great it was, for Triple Crown, Miyahara versus Yuma Anzai.
I tried to watch
Yeah.
All Japan. I couldn't get the link to work.
Bummer.
I tried like 3 separate times.
Yeah.
It didn't work any time, so I gave up.
On Archive?
Yeah.
Bummer.
So I gave up.
Okay.
I was like, I just don't have patience.
So I struggle with All Japan, and this is kind of why I wanted to talk about it. It's a highly rated match. Everybody really likes Kento Miyahara a ton.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time finding an attachment to any of these guys in All Japan.
It's tough.
And like I still like in my heart I'm an All Japan guy, right? And so I'm like, I want them to be better. Looking at how DDT drew for this last show, like All Japan's 3rd or 4th now in Japan.
Yeah.
And like I was like, we'll watch this. Miyahara hits headbutts in this match, and I can't figure out how he made the headbutt noises. But otherwise, it's hard fought. You know, it's perfectly wrestled, basically. There's, like, nothing wrong with this match. It's very well done. It's, you know, whatever. But I cannot, for the life of me, find an attachment to any of these wrestlers that I'm watching in All Japan.
I get that.
It's very weird.
I understand that.
So, like, there's nobody for me to root for. So I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, Miyahara is a fantastic wrestler. But it's either he doesn't have the opponents that I think could make him look better.
You just don't have that connection.
I don't have the connection. I don't have the connection.
I get it.
And I'm trying. I keep trying to watch.
Yeah.
I just don't have that connection. It's very weird.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I kind of fall the same boat.
Yeah.
Like I do. I think Miyahara is great.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, if I
want
miss a
to
match,
so
I'm not
bad.
mad.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm with you on that.
very weird. All right. That only leaves 2 promotions left.
It does.
I will let you pick where we start. Between those 2 promotions.
What promotions do we have left?
I would assume we have New Japan and Stardom left.
We have New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay. Did you not watch Stardom?
I watched Stardom.
Okay. All right.
I watched 1 match from New Japan.
Really? Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I watched 1, 2, 3.
You're a crazy
3. I watched
person.
3. But there's only one we really need to talk about. But listen. My heart wants what my heart wants. I love who I love. So I watched both Tenzan matches.
Oh my god. You're a sick person.
Listen, the heart wants what the heart wants, Brett. It's just
I don't know how much heart he has left.
It's just what it is. The first night, it's Okada, Ishii, Tanahashi, and Nakashima versus Ten Koji, Tiger Mask, and Makabe. I had to watch this because it leads into the next night where it's Tenzan, Tiger Mask, and Makabe challenging for the never openweight 6-man title. Ishii's front and center in this match. Tenzan falls over a bunch. There's a couple times where him and Ishii trying to do things, and like they're clearly building to an Ishii-Tenzan singles match.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it a retirement match?
I think it's like some sort of anniversary for Tenzan. But Ishii's front and center. Tenzan like goes to do some stuff, or Ishii tries to grab him and he just falls. Ishii and Tiger Mask hit each other real hard, which is nice. Then it devolves into anarchy. Everyone in the ring beating on everybody, and the ref calls it a no contest. Which leads to the next night, which is Okada, Ishii, and Tanahashi versus Tenzan, Tiger Mask, and Makabe for the 6-man titles. As it should be.
What an old team.
They said it was a combined age of like 153 years.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing. We all know Okada, Tanahashi, and Ishii are winning.
Yeah.
Before this match, and I don't speak Japanese, I don't understand Japanese, but before this match, they do a very nice Tenzan video package. Shows him when he wins his G1.
Okay.
shows him now like at his home, like he's talking. They have him like that side shot where he's not looking at the camera, but he's talking and he's like emotional.
Sure.
And like they're just doing a recap and commentaries talking about how 20 years ago he wins the G1. Him and Kojima are one of the most decorated tag teams ever. You know, he's one of the few guys who've held all these belts. Like he's just this super popular, great wrestler.
Yeah.
And whatever. And so this match is a lot of Ishii just beating up everybody. Ishii's feuding with all three of these guys now. He beats the shit out of every single one of them. Ishii's the workhorse in these matches.
Of course.
But they are clearly setting up Tenzan Ishii for somewhere. I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But it's what it is. It's what it is. He beats Tenzan with help from Okada. Okada hits the the landslide, and then Ishii gets him with the sliding clothesline for the pin. It's what it is. Tenzan can barely walk. He's trying. I know it's not good. Ishii's gonna have to carry his ass through a singles match at some point.
Yeah.
Which terrifies me for both of them because I think Tenzan is a little bit of a liability for everybody, not just for himself.
Yeah.
But I think there's something I think he wants to be like, you let me go out. I don't know, because he hasn't been around in a long time. I don't know. But those ankles are dog shit. Those legs are...
He can barely move.
He can barely move. But again, the heart wants what the heart wants, and I did watch both Tenzan matches. But the match I'm going to say that we shared this week from New Japan is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Satoshi Kojima.
No.
Really?
Yep.
You didn't watch that match?
Did not.
Holy shit.
Did not.
Wow. Okay, what match did you watch?
I watched the from New Japan Road to Destruction Night 3 Blue Justice 13 best of 7 series match 1.
Yes. I didn't watch any of that.
The team of Strong Style, which is Minoru Suzuki, Ren Narita, and El Desperado, against Yuji Nagata, Master Wato, and Shota Umino.
Yes.
As it goes to a 30-minute draw.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it.
Oh, brother. It's so fucking good.
Oh, really?
Oh, Nagata and Suzuki just throwing bombs.
Oh, that's good.
There's one part in the match where Shooter tries muscling up to Desperado.
Yeah.
And Suzuki just full on Charlie Brown, Rick James just catches him in the front right in the chest.
Nice.
And Shooter goes fucking flying.
Good.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch 7 matches of this.
Yeah.
But I was very happy to watch this one.
Okay.
Plus, it was Yuji Nagata's, it's his Blue Justice shows.
It's always these teams against each other for 7 matches?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I don't know we can do that.
I don't know if Suzuki and Nagata are going to survive.
Right. That's really weird.
They're just fucking killing each other, which I'm all about.
7 matches ties up those people for a lot of business.
Yeah, man. Well, they ain't doing much else. So.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm surprised you didn't watch Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kojima for the TV title. I love this match. I'm a sucker for Kojima or for Zack Sabre Jr. wrestling powerhouse guys because he's got to adapt his style. And this one's no different. Sabre immediately starts this match by trying to take out Kojima's arm so that he can't use the lariat.
Yep.
But Sabre instead eats the lariat a whole bunch. Sells it great. The crowd goes crazy for Kojima.
Good.
Whenever Sabre gets beat up.
Should always go crazy for that man.
Koji at one point throws a really gnarly lariat. I think maybe Sabre was on his one arm and Koji just lifts him up and lariats him down. Crazy stuff.
So good.
Kojima hits the Cozy Crush Dynamite in this match, which is bizarre. I haven't seen him hit that in forever.
Yeah.
But eventually, Sabre's arm work gets the better of Kojima, and Sabre beats him.
Good.
But I love this match. I thought this was really good. It's not highly rated online. I know it's my personal sort of taste of watching Sabre wrestle power guys because Sabre does a good job.
He adapts to his opponent.
Right. You watch him adapt in the ring. You know, he's very good at showing you. He doesn't come out and say, "Oh, I'm gonna have to adapt to this." He gets in the ring and you can watch him change how he wrestles when he has to wrestle a powerhouse guy. Give me more Kojima. The commentary hyped up him winning the Giant Series or whatever it was,
in
All Japan. I don't know the Giant Series, whatever it was, in All Japan that he won the tournament. But he came short of the Triple Crown. So maybe that'll light a little bit of a fire in New Japan to use him in something. Because he looks great.
Yeah, he does.
He looks great. He's wrestling at a great pace still. You know, and he doesn't have to be. He could slow it way down and still be wrestling really good old man beat 'em up matches.
Yeah.
But I mean, he worked fast in this match, so
Good.
This was cool. I really enjoyed this match.
Good.
All right, buddy. Well, this is the most we've ever been like separated on this kind of stuff, but I like it. That's why I didn't run it past you in the beginning. I wanted to be crazy.
It's football season. I'm back into football.
Stardom 5-star Grand Prix.
Yes, I watched from night 15. I watched 2 matches.
Me too.
Did you watch Suzu Suzuki versus Tam Nakano?
I did.
Fuck yeah.
Because I am a big. I mean, listen, Tam rules. Suzu Suzuki,
the fucking bump,
working her way into my heart.
The bump that Tam Nakano takes off the top
rope
turnbuckle, like falls like on her hip on the apron, but does a flip and almost lands on her head on the outside. Oh, it's fucking disgusting.
But so also Tam takes Suzu to the west side of Kurgan Hall and just bashes her head off the placard.
And then Suzu takes her to the east side and does it back. Oh, it's so good, dude.
Yep.
God damn, what a match.
They break the 20 count and go to the other side.
So great.
So good. I really like this match. I remember a couple months ago we saw Suzu for the first time and I was like, wait, who is this?
Yeah.
And then I see her now. I'm like, oh, she's like a weird punk rock lady too a little bit.
Suzu's
up there.
Suzu kicks ass.
Yeah, Suzu rules. This match is awesome. We know Tam rules. Yeah. Suzu wins. She's at 6 in the Grand Prix. Yeah. Tam's at 7.
And Suzu, she won with what? The bridging German, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I've been saying this, the bridges in Stardom.
Yeah, they're insane.
If you want, like, wrestlers should just watch that. If you're struggling to, like, bridge, watch that. Mm-hmm. Just watch them.
Right. Yep.
And then I did watch, so I watched this match last night, but I definitely fell asleep during it. So I watched it again today.
Okay.
Julia versus Micah.
I, too, watched this one.
Donna Del Mondo explodes.
Oh.
Again, dude, I thought this was fucking
great.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't recall ever being aware of who Micah was or seeing her before. Yeah. I guess we must have in tag matches, but it did not register.
Yeah, Julia
beat this lady, Brett. This lady walked into a ring with Julia, and Julia was like,
just beat her up.
I don't care that we're stablemates. I'm beating your ass.
Yeah. And Julia wins.
With a Northern Lights bomb that was awesome.
Well, it was a crazy sequence because she hit her with like a Michinoku driver, then just like kneed her in the face, and then we hit the Northern Lights bomb for the win.
Oh, she just beat up this lady. She legit,
her stablemate.
She beat up this lady, yes. Well, and then afterwards, Suzu comes out.
Yeah.
And yells at Micah, wants Micah to be her tag partner again for the trios titles against Julia, Thekla, and whoever else has them.
Yeah.
And they want Megan Bayne as their third.
So, did you watch anything from the Stardom Dream Tag Festival?
I did.
I watched 2 matches.
I watched 2 matches as well.
So, I had to read up a little bit on the background of these.
Yes. My promos were subtitled. Isn't that weird?
Mine weren't. Weird. What'd you watch on Archive or did you watch on Watch Pro?
Watch Pro, yeah.
Okay, so
only for one of the shows. One of them had.
This one didn't.
No, this one didn't. But one of them did.
The first match I watched was Julia and Suzu Suzuki.
Yes, versus Micah and Utami Hayashishida.
So Julia and Suzu Suzuki used to be a tag team.
Yes.
So and that's why I had to read up. This was like the theme of this show. Basically, it was like all different tag teams, like used to team and whatever. This match, I feel like is going to be like an underrated classic.
Okay. It goes with time limit.
If you love tag team wrestling, which we do, brother, I thought this was phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure.
When Julia and Suzu hit this in stereo pile drivers through the tables on the outside,
crazy.
Fucking gross, bro.
Well, and Suzu's like 22 years old or something. Like Suzu's awesome.
Suzu's the future of Stardom.
Yeah, Suzu rules.
I absolutely love this. Mike and Hayashishida are just like powerhouses who love drinking alcohol.
Yes. They have tequila like with them.
So Hayashishida has like rosé, and Mike has tequila. Sure, why the fuck not? I thought this was fantastic, man. Absolutely. I really did. And then the other match I watched, which I'm sure you watched as well, Azumi and Starlight Kid.
I did.
Against Mayu Iwatani and Saki Kashima.
Yes.
So again, this is a story of Mayu Iwatani and Saki Kashima used to be a tag team, used to be in the same stable.
Right, but Saki got kicked out from the cage match all those months ago.
So, Saki Kashima... She's
been high-speed champion since, pretty much.
So, Saki Kashima, I loved the dynamic of her, like, kind of beating up Mayu during the match almost.
Well, she immediately takes a powder. She immediately is like, you're not tagging me and I'm leaving. Like, I'm not having this.
But then, like, booting Mayu in the stomach.
Yep.
And Mayu got so pissed off, she started taking it out on a Azumi Starlight Kid and like was really beating the shit out of them.
Yeah.
The speed of this match,
wildly fast paced, insane.
I know, like some people were like, "Oh, this feels like a Dragon Gate match."
Okay.
It really felt like a WCW cruiserweight match to me.
Yeah.
With Azumi and Starlight Kid.
You know what I saw? I didn't see the match this week, but I saw people talking about Ospreay's protege making his New Japan debut.
Yeah, I
and
didn't
said
watch him.
that he's the fastest guy to run the ropes. And so I watched the clip. And he's fast as fuck, boy.
As fast as Yoshioka?
No.
Okay, because that motherfucker's fast.
Seiki Yoshioka is the fastest dude I've ever seen in a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
This match, faster paced than that kid was.
I love this match too.
Me too.
I thought this is two of the best tag team matches you're going to see back to back on a show.
Mayu's Dragon Suplex is probably the best Dragon Suplex in wrestling.
It's incredible.
And because she does it from her knees and bridges over to her neck from her knees, it's insane. I don't understand how a body works that way. Incredible. And then Azumi does a really cool rolling pin combo for the win.
That was awesome.
Just super fast paced. Ton of shit for people to steal. Fucking listen to me.
Yeah.
These were really cool Stardom matches. They did a really good job.
I absolutely loved these two tag matches.
Absolutely.
I thought they were fucking incredible.
Yeah, they were really good. Really fun, great, solid wrestling.
I watched them during my day today. That's how far behind I was.
Well.
So that's it. That's all I have.
Let me just check my notes. Once again, Heat Up, Dojo Match Level Up, Volume 20. Bump for time.
Sure is.
Maybe next week, Ed.
Sure is.
Maybe next week. DDT, GLEAT, Stardom, TJPW, AJPW, NJPW, Impact. Yep.
All right.
I'm good.
What was your favorite match domestically and then international?
My favorite domestic match this week. What did I like the most? Sure fuck wasn't that women's 4-way. I'm gonna say that I really liked Mox versus Big Bill.
Okay.
That was a surprising match for me, and I like big guy versus little guy, particularly when Mox is the little guy who bleeds everywhere, because you don't see that very often.
I can fuck with that.
And
mine, I'm going from Collision, Roderick Strong versus Darby Allin.
Again, very good. And my international, maybe not the highest rated, maybe not the match that most people would think, maybe not even getting a star rating. Who gives a shit about star ratings? But in my heart of hearts, this gets all the stars. I loved it. I had the most fun watching my guy. Top 5 guy for me, Satoshi Kojima. Top 5 Japanese guy for me anyway, versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the TV title.
As long as he's not just a one of the 5 guys.
I really liked it. Again, not like... No, you're not breaking any records here. But I just had the most fun watching this match. And while the Stardom shows were definitely more solid, this one just had me pumped. So
mine is going to be Julia and Suzu Suzuki against Micah and Utami Hayashishita.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the shit out of these. It almost gave me a little bit of like a throwback of like a classic All Japan tag match. Mm-hmm. And when I was watching these, I wanted to pose a question to you. How do you feel like a match like this would go over in a WWE ring?
Terribly.
That's kind of what I thought too.
I mean, aside from it being a 20-minute draw.
Yeah, take that out of it.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to handle it. I don't think that audience knows how to handle something, particularly from women wrestlers that is of this caliber. Okay. Not that women's wrestling hasn't changed in a past bunch of years, because it has, and people are absolutely more accepting of that sort of stuff. I don't know that a WWE audience would be accepting and understand, not understanding from like a tolerance perspective, but actually be able to understand a wrestling match like this and watching women wrestlers slap the shit out of each other and do head dumps.
All right. That's kind of where I felt too.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how this would go over.
Yeah.
Like replace some of the characters with some people in WWE, and
right.
I still don't know how this would go over. I don't think it would go over swimmingly.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't buy anything this week.
Okay.
Did you?
I did. I bought the Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, yes.
That was a purchase this week because they said it was in stock.
Yeah.
The Blood and Guts Wheeler Yuta, AEW ringside exclusive, because we're meeting him on Saturday, as it were. But yeah, so when I saw that was in stock and the potential for it to get here on time,
just in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time. Yeah, so it's a great looking figure. I'm not a giant Yuta fan. I like Yuta, but I wouldn't buy it regularly. The Blood and Guts figures look nice, but again,
they're fantastic.
Just not I don't have room. I'm not looking, I'm much more into classic guys figure wise.
Sure.
But this figure looks great, and I get the opportunity to get it signed on Saturday.
Yeah.
Rock on. I'm gonna get it signed by Smoke Train Charles White, right? Though that's the difference.
Jesus.
That's what I'm gonna have him sign it.
Good.
I'm gonna get the three. I'm gonna get the three faces of Charles Wright signed on that one figure.
And then just show it to you, and he'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the Saturday LVAC Steel Stacks SmackDown.
Yes.
Shout out to our boy Joe Sposto. Heal up, my man.
Yeah.
Get better. Gonna be bummed that you're not there.
Yeah, it stinks. I'll go to Denny's and have a
we're gonna have to take a picture for him at Denny's.
Yeah, I'll do a chicken fried steak with country gravy in your honor,
and make sure you get a side of road gravy.
Yes.
Tim also for Final Wrestling Place. Unfortunately, had to bow out.
It's because he's afraid to face me after his horrible ranking of the Honky Tonk Man.
He also has a move that weekend.
I don't give a shit.
He said on Final Wrestling Place, he's like, I don't think that'll go over too well. Us moving him, he'd just be like, I gotta go to a wrestling show. Don't think it'd go over too well.
Nope, don't care.
So
you knew what was happening. What came first, the wrestling show or your relationship? What came first, wrestling or houses?
Well, that is true. So yeah,
just because you don't want to face me.
Yes. So that will be this Saturday. That's always a fun time.
Yes.
I know you and I will be there. Mr. Adam Van will be there.
Yes.
Possibly Douglas.
Maybe. He's sick. He should stay home if he's ill.
He's fucking ill as shit, Doug.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
all right.
That's all I got.
Okay. Wheeler Yuta's going to be there, but he's hurt.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Smoke Train, D-Lo.
Get Smoke Train in the ring.
Tickets are, put Smoke Train on on that card?
Yeah. Let him work.
Fucking go.
Let him work. He'll make everybody look like
18 inches taller than everybody in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not great.
D-Lo still works regularly, right?
I don't know if he does. Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Get Boogie Woogie Man in that ring.
Well, that will
Bring him over from Hamburg.
Party Marty.
Yeah, it's an option. Just saying. Not a good option, but
it's an option.
It's an option.
Yeah.
All right, that's it then, right?
That's all we got.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll get out of here. This has been We Need Wrestling. We're going to go watch the Eagles.
We're up 3-0 right now.
Oh, the game started already?
Yeah, started 8:15.
Oh, really? I thought it was 8:30.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
This is We Need Wrestling at WeNeedWrestling.com, at We Need Wrestling on social media. You can email the show, WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on Twitter. Or no, on Twitter, that's right. Yeah. Social media. Soon-to-be-named
don't say that other thing.
Soon-to-be-named network.tumblr.com. Oh, I wasn't going to say what Twitter claims to be now.
It's funny, now on the Majors podcast, every time Broski says, reposted on X, and Myers every time is like, God, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm not doing that bullshit. Like we said, Final Wrestling Place, Hayabusa, At Odds with Wrestling, Longbox Heroes After Dark. We're Wings on Wings, our other show.
We Need Wings on Wings.
We Need Wings on Wings. Puzzle Warriors 3, Profane Argument, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back next week with more wrestling, and we'll see if we'll have a full rundown of the LVAC.
We shall.
So
whatever the hell else may come in the world of wrestling.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know what's going on and what's happening, but if it happens, we'll talk about it here.
We will
on We Need Wrestling.
Go friggin' birds!
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!